Welcome to the Bobst presentation, where we would like to start with what Alan Barshani told us this morning. It's very important to have a vision. So Bobst, a few words about the company. It is 6,500 employees, 130 years of experience, number one in packaging production, meaning that when you go shopping, when you buy rice, toothpaste, whatever, one box out of two probably went on the Bobst machine at a certain amount of time. In corrugated, it's even more. And then in the pharmaceutical industry, it's probably 80%. So that company has roughly 30,000 machines installed, and all these machines are operating 24 hours by 7. With the boom of e-commerce, you can imagine the amount of production. So this is, in a nutshell, few words about Bobst. So now if we look at the vision we have clearly, and that vision is what Alan said this morning. It's really important to have one, because it is helping us, for all the industries we are serving, to focus on what matters. And we want to ensure that the brand owners and the consumers are able to adjust the way packaging is evolving. And today, when you want to make changes in the packaging world, it's very long, very complicated. So we believe that for the future, we need more agility. And then if you look at what everyone wants to have, people want to have, if it is brand owners or consumers, so if it is the CEO of L'Oréal or if it is you going shopping, you want quality products. You want an efficient way to buy your products or to produce what you sell. You want to control what's going on. You want things to be sustainable. And then you need proximity. Proximity with your suppliers, if you are L'Oréal. Proximity with the brand, if you are a consumer. So we have identified these needs are being prominent for all the key stakeholders of the packaging value chain. And to help all these needs to be fulfilled, we believe that we need to connect machines, to digitalize as much as possible. That was shown by EFI, it's one way. To automate and to do all of that in a sustainable way. So this is the vision we have for the 4 big industries that we are serving, meaning labels, flexible packaging, folding carton, and corrugated. So now if we look at Bobst very quickly, this is the evolution of the revenues over the last years. So just for you to know, what is important is the customer satisfaction, so the net promoter score. Customers are very, very satisfied when they are owning Bobst machinery. And then if we look at the trends in the industry, there is a trend that is impacting all the industry, is raw material shortages, price increase, you know that, no need to discuss it. And then some supply chain tensions. So right now, if you are ordering a machine, you will probably get it in 2024, not earlier than that. And then by industries, you have different trends. The EFI was talking about the digitalization in corrugated. Today, it's below 1%. Yes, it's going to grow. And yes, Bobst will be there. But we need to design the right solution. So in labels, it's clearly an industry where digital is more available. So 30% of the label values today are done digitally. Technology coexistence. One technology can't do it all. This is what we see in labels. In flexible packaging, there will be a major transition to more sustainable type of monomaterial type of elements. In folding carton, e-commerce is dominating, same in corrugated. So that's a little bit what we see. So now this is probably numbers you have seen or that you know. This is the packaging consumption worldwide. So packaging is consumed a lot in Asia. So you see Asia Pacific. This is also linked to the size of the population. And you see the growth by the different industries: flexible packaging, folding carton, corrugated boards, and labels. Smithers Spira data. So Europe is a tiny, small market at the end. And worldwide, we see that all the industries are growing. So for the future of the packaging industry will be driven by innovations, and the market will continue to grow. So now if we look at what are the requirements of the market? Over here on the left, you don't see anything that you don't know. So shorter lead time, it was mentioned by EFI previously. We need to produce things always faster, on-demand type of packaging. Zero-fold packaging, this is extremely important. Brand owners, small or big, they just want to receive perfect boxes when they are going into the packing process. Of course, for the goods protection, they want color consistency, all of that, but that's not really new. So zero-fold, customers are very demanding, and this is where Bobst pays a lot of attention. Agility, things, I mentioned it before, things needs to be done last minute. New business models will be emerging. Retailers are re-looking at the way they want to see packaging. Is packaging the product, or is it within the packing production line, or is it separated? So there will be a rise of new business models, like we saw in commercial printing with web to print. You could think about web to label or web to packaging. There will be new business model coming. And finally, in sustainability, there will be a lot of new regulations, specifically in flexible packaging. This is going to come. And there will be a need to revisit the way plastic is produced. And there will be, of course, a transition from plastic to folding carton for some type of applications. So now, what do we do at Bobst to address all these challenges? So we clearly want to design machinery that are connected, digitalized, and where automation and sustainability is embedded into the vision. The second point is we are looking at monomaterial substrates for flexible packaging. So monomaterial, it means you don't mix two types of plastics. You have the same type with a layer in the middle to avoid oxygen, as an example, or light to get in. And these monomaterials will become a new type of recyclable materials. And all the big brands, the Unilevers and so on, Nestlé, they have made big pledges that by 2025, they want to have it. So we are working on it, and we have solutions available today. It will be shown at K-Show in October. We are going to connect our machines, and we are launching on July 1st. So coming very, very soon, we are launching Bobst Connect to provide end-to-end connected machinery, meaning that you will be able to know what's going on with your machine, a lot of parameters, and you will be able to drive the way your machine is set up. Everything will be done in a digital way. All the data will be in a secured cloud, and this is going to change the way packaging production is done. So no longer every step is done by a guy adjusting specific elements. And that's one of the major innovations. The last element is the digitalization of production. So we believe that from the PDF to the final product, it has to be a single process, and the PDF will play a bigger role. So this is something we want to have in labels, but also in flexible packaging, folding carton, corrugated. So you take the L'Oréal PDF, what they want to produce, and it is given to the machine. And at that moment of time, all the steps are automated. The box is produced. At the end, you can have an image of what has been produced, and that image can be compared to the original image, and this is what we call the twin PDF. And if the two of them are the same, you can assume that your product is perfect and can be shipped further. And last, Bobst, with the financial structure it has, it's a very stable company. We are financially very healthy, not only because we are in Switzerland. In fact, it's the opposite. The currency is against us. But overall, as a company, we can navigate in the current circumstances. And 2021 was a very good year. And 2022, I can't disclose numbers, but it's going to look even better. So, what we believe, what makes us different as a company, it is that clearly we want to connect brand owners, converters, retailers, and we are equipment suppliers. All of us, we need to be connected. And we believe that the evolution of the industry is going to help us to do things. And our vision is really the 4 pillars I mentioned before: connectivity, digitalization, not only digital printing, to digitalize the everything, including the converting, automation and sustainability. So now, few innovations, the one I was referring about before. This is monomaterial, we call it one barrier. You can create monomaterial substrates, and this is what we announced in 2021, and now we are announcing it July 1st on paper-based, on fiber-based substrates. So we can take a basic paper, put a primer, an aluminum oxide on it. This is the Alubond technology of Bobst, and then a coating, a varnish. And by that, you can make pouches based on paper, avoiding to use plastic. So we are working with very large mall owners to make it real, and it is real now. So what you see will be distributed at K-Show, and this is going to change the industry. So overall, we believe that innovation is mandatory. Innovation is what makes Bobst a different company. So here you have an overview of all the things we do. Everything is Bobst connected, and for Bobst Connect, you need to know that as of July 1st, all the machines we will be shipping will have Bobst Connect mandatory, meaning that if you are not Bobst connected, your machine won't work. So simple. So we are going to push for that, and this is going to help the entire production process to be much more efficient. So the converters will have better data and better advice on what to change, what to enhance, to maximize their productivity and to reduce waste. Because you need to keep in mind that we are talking about packaging production. We are talking about millions of boxes every day. That's what Bobst is producing every single day, millions of boxes every day. So the machines can't stop even for 10 minutes. It's a disaster. So now I wanted to, so Bobst Connect very quickly, it is helping any machine to prepare the jobs, produce the jobs. In case there is something to be fixed, we are going to react. It will help you for the maintenance process to understand better when is it the best time to perform specific maintenance tasks. And finally, based on the learnings, after 6 months or 1 year, you will be able to optimize the usage of your machine. Because and every customer is going to be different. So depending on who you are, the skill of your press operators, the type of applications you are printing, we will be able to give you through learnings, also some artificial intelligence elements, some elements to help you optimize your entire production. So the future now, the future is technology shift. So let me show you a quick video of what is going to be the center of digital printing, and this is something that we have today in label production.
It all begins with a drop of ink. It may look easy, but the kind of technology you need to reach that level of simplicity is far from easy. The kind that delivers print accuracy and quality, that creates the perfect marriage of ink and media, that drives the highest speed and productivity. Introducing Bobst digital inkjet technology with our cluster, the most compact, robust, and scalable solution in the industry. Let's take a look at how it all happens. When the ink drop hits the paper forming a dot, it must be in the right place and size, but also create the right interaction with the surface across a wide variety of substrates. The challenge lies in controlling the ink flow before it reaches the media. Bobst uses 1200 DPI piezo drop-on-demand printheads based on electric waveforms to fire the ink. Piezo inkjet technology offers significant advantages. It ensures long performance stability and works with a wide variety of inks like UV and water-based as well as different varnishes. But the real advantage lies in its ability to vary the size of the ink drop. To release the ink, an electronic waveform is generated, dislodging the ink from the nozzle. By developing our own algorithms to generate the waveforms, we can create 4 individual drop sizes at high speed. Smaller drops for the fine elements like small text, and bigger drops for high print coverage. With these proprietary algorithms, we achieve high print quality of 1200 dpi at 100 meters per minute. As it enters the printhead, the ink must be fully optimized before release. And this is where Movement Technology, Bobst's innovative cluster, enters the picture. Around each printhead is the mechanical layer. This layer, powered by a robotic system, ensures that the printheads are automatically aligned. Above the mechanical layer is the ink conditioning layer. Here, the ink flows within an innovative 3D printed titanium structure. This layer automatically controls the viscosity and temperature of the ink and determines the amount of ink in each of the printheads. This ensures the ink is brought to its optimal condition before the printing starts. The next layer in the cluster is the temperature control layer. Its unique geometry can only be manufactured using 3D titanium printing. The unit is composed of complex paths that carry the ink and hot and cold water. The water cools the electronic components while maintaining ink temperature within half a degree. Above the temperature control layer is the brain of the cluster. The electronic layer controls the entire printing process. Made up of the most advanced processors, the layer generates billions of data pulses per second. Together, these 4 layers make up Bobst's innovative cluster technology. Bobst Cluster is an industry-first, modular and compact unit that carries 4 printheads. By adding together single clusters into a print bar, you can easily gain print width scalability from 170 millimeters up to 850 millimeters or even more. It also enables flexibility from 1 to 6 colors plus white, as well as ease of implementation on different printing platforms. Bobst inkjet technology delivers the most compact, robust, and scalable solution in the industry today. Bobst Cluster has everything needed to ensure perfect printing.
So what you have seen, this is really the center of the digitalization of the printing process. Here it is just an illustration of what you can find for label printing. So it is a modular architecture where you can print, where you can design your own machine. So I play it again, excuse me. So that's what you can think about having for any industry. This is labels. It could be the same in flexible packaging, folding carton, or corrugated. So you combine different modules, digital and flexo, including embellishment and including finishing, meaning that this is really label production and not only label printing. So this is an illustration of the vision, and now we want to deploy that vision in other industries. It will take time again. It's a vision for the coming 10 years. So to sum up, looking at Bobst, so what I mentioned before, we strongly believe in the connectivity, digitalization, automation, sustainability. We are financially healthy to navigate, and we are willing to help shaping the future of packaging production. So thank you very much for listening, and if you have any questions, I'm around.